Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us for the first video of what is a very exciting new playlist that is going to be dedicated entirely to exercise tutorials. Now, what does that mean? Essentially, every video that we post to this playlist is going to be focused on a single movement or exercise. So they're not going to be workouts, it's not going to be anything complex or overly long, but rather we're going to take every individual movement that you might expect to see in a workout and break it down in a way that is easier to process so that you know the fundamental movement, the form, and really the reason as to why you might want to do that exercise to begin with. One of the benefits of today is with technology and the ease of access to information, it's not that hard to log in to an Instagram account, a Facebook profile, or even a YouTube page and see somebody talking to you about health or wellness or exercise or nutrition. And what I see more often than not is someone with very little formal experience, education, or really understanding of these concepts prescribing advice on how to make you, the consumer, healthier or fitter or happier. And from my perspective, that's frustrating because anytime you engage in exercise, or especially something related to your nutrition, there is a risk involved with that. The potential to get hurt, to have an imbalance in your dietary intake. They could end up leading to bigger issues down the road. And so what our goal is to provide very simple instruction to help you navigate through all of that misinformation that might be out there so that you feel more prepared and more grounded in the exercises and the routines that you may choose to take on to try to better your own health. So why should any of you listen to me? Well, I can tell you I've been in this industry for more than 10 years at this point, and I've had clients ranging from blue-collar metal workers that had never stepped foot in a gym all the way up to professional athletes and celebrities preparing for film or stage roles. And I've worked with hundreds of clients. I've done thousands of consultations with an enormous range of body types, ability level, education background. And what I can tell you definitively today is that I know less now than what I did more than 10 years ago when I started in this job. And that's not to say that I haven't learned, but what I have learned is that there are so many variables that go into play when you're talking about somebody's health or their ability to exercise, that there is simply no way for me to give you a perfect answer on anything. I don't know your medical background, I don't know your physical ability, I don't know how often you've worked out or if you've ever worked out. I don't know if you're coming into this as an athlete that knows every term I'm about to say, or you're somebody that does not know what a squat is. So the focus of these videos are not to give you the perfect answer. It's not to teach you the absolute best way to do any of these movements. It's to give you a perspective. It's to show you all the different ways that you could approach this so that you can experiment on your own, see what feels most natural for your own body, and then as you get fitter and as you develop and feel more prepared to take on more strenuous movements, you know how to go about it and you know whether or not it's appropriate that you do. So at the end of the day, these videos are going to be focused on how to do a movement, why to do it, and most importantly, whether or not you should be doing it, depending on what point of your own physical ability you're at. With that, I want to thank you all again for tuning in to this initial video, and please subscribe if you're interested, and by all means comment on any one of these videos as we go through them, because the comments are where we're going to pull our ideas for what other exercises to cover down the road. I have an enormous amount that I already want to contribute to this library, but ultimately it will grow based on the suggestions and requests that come from all of you out there. So If you enjoy this process, if you want to learn more, by all means, please subscribe to help support us, and please don't hesitate to comment so that we can help support you. But that's all for now. Thanks again for watching, and please stay tuned for much more to come.